Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's Colin here, just chilling here with Trey, and he knows a lot about cryptocurrency, and yeah, crypto in general, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that stuff. And I looked into it a couple years ago. He's gonna tell you kind of how to invest in it, because when I did it, I was like, yo, like where do I buy this stuff? And then like it's really confusing actually. So yeah man, what's the easiest way to like get some investment in crypto?
Totally. Well, I'm really grateful that you guys have me here today. There are three main ways to buy crypto, and I know you have an international audience, so I'm gonna try to make it as universal as possible. But to the US audience, I want to say one of the top ways to buy crypto, to get your feet wet, if you will, is to go to Coinbase.com. Coinbase is one of the premier cryptocurrency exchanges here in the US. They've passed a lot of the regulatory filings necessary to get the blessings of the US. So if you're looking for a safe place to go and get started, you want to have that true US backing, then Coinbase is where you're going to want to start. They actually just recently went on the New York Stock Exchange and IPOs, so they're actually a publicly traded company. So
Whoa.
That's going to give you some of that security that you're looking for when you're dabbling in this new asset class.
Yeah, so let me just stop you there. Yeah, it's important to talk about the US because I was actually out of the country, and that's why it was difficult, right?
Yeah,
So
totally.
if you're in the US, it might be a little more straightforward. You can get it done.
Yeah.
So if you're international, then is there any?
Yeah, so if you're international, there are a few other options. I know if I'm looking for an exchange, again, that's going to give me that security, that feeling of backing, I'm going to look at something like crypto.com. That's actually a Hong Kong-based cryptocurrency exchange, but they do business worldwide. They have some very good security practices and features in place that's going to help you feel very comfortable getting started in crypto. Okay. Now, one of the things that I would like to say is that these are the platforms you're going to be thinking about when you're just getting into crypto. These cryptocurrency exchanges, they're going to ask some information from you. A lot of people like to believe that getting involved in cryptocurrency means they're getting on the black market, they're going to be away from regulations, no one's going to be able to tax them, etc. But that's actually not the case. When you're getting started in crypto, when you're turning your fiat currency, as we call it, that US dollar, into a cryptocurrency, that process right there is being tracked. So when you go onto these exchanges, you're going to have to provide some information, maybe a photo ID, some information about who you are. It's called KYC. It's Know Your Customer is what it's called, and it's an international policy.
It's a lot of information, I feel like, right? They ask you for a lot of stuff, and you're like, yo, I'm not trying to tell these people all that kind of information, right?
Absolutely. And it was so funny is they say that cryptocurrency is, where people go to disappear and hide all this elusive cash, if you will. But if you know that you have to give up so much information to just get into the system, it's actually better. You're getting tracked better than that dollar or that won or whatever it is that you have in your pocket. If I give it to you, they don't know you have it.
Right.
If I give you $1,000, they don't know what you do with that, etc. And I'm not saying that happens in crypto, that they're tracking. All I'm saying is that cryptocurrency, because of the blockchain and how things can be tracked, it's actually much more secure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's how you can get started. One of those two websites you recommend for a starting point.
Absolutely.
Okay, then take it from there. How do you, continue or get funds in there or whatever?
Okay, so after you've gone to one of the websites that we mentioned before and you've gone through the KYC process that we were just talking about, that's going to put you in a place to begin to take your bank account money, wherever you currently have your money, and be able to transfer it into these crypto exchanges. And then once they're on the crypto exchanges in your natural currency, your local currency, they're on the crypto exchange, you can then trade it for Bitcoin. You can trade, buy, whatever it is that however you like to look at it. You can buy Bitcoin, you can buy Ethereum at that time. So that's kind of how you take it to that next level. So again, what happens is after you find the exchange that you want to be a part of, you go through the KYC process where you provide your information. Then you can put your dollars or whatever currency onto the exchange to now buy Bitcoin, etc.
Okay, and how do you recommend using, let's see, crypto as an investment, like buy and hold, or what? You know, what are we looking at here?
Right, so there are a number of ways to really utilize crypto these days. It is a true developing asset class. A lot of people are just buying and holding crypto. If you're someone who's risk adverse, you know, you may not be willing to take on the possibility of losing any of your capital, then you may look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be a solid investment, in my belief, for years to come, just buying it and holding it. However, you may be someone who wants to flip your money, make 300x or something to that regard. Then you may look at some of the other avenues that's available, and that can be anyway from trading crypto. It can be anything from providing crypto loans, where you give your crypto to someone who's willing to borrow it, just like the banking system does. You know, in the banking system, they loan out money and they get paid in interest. Well, you can actually do that in crypto as well. So that's another way. But these are some of the more advanced way of using your crypto to make additional income. And we'll talk about that in other videos. But so for the short term, I would suggest buying and holding if you're risk adverse, but if you are willing to take on a little bit more risk, I would encourage you to watch some of the other videos that we have coming up, and we'll talk a little bit more in detail about how you can utilize that crypto to make some passive income as well.
All right, cool. So you're, you know, a little bit new to crypto as well. So do you have any questions? So yeah, that's a good question about you know, can you do some of these other things you talked about in Coinbase, for example, I don't know,
very good,
loans or...
Yeah, that's a great question, and you cannot, okay?
Okay,
through crypto.com, one of the websites that I mentioned, you can do a loan. They have a loaning system where you can provide your crypto and they are willing to pay you an interest for that. But if you really are looking to get into that loan, the staking, etc., that's you have to take your process one step deeper, and that's why I suggest that we talk about in another video.
Okay.
There is actually an exchange. It's one of the top cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, and that's Binance. And Binance has a number of ways in which you can do the loans, you can do some of the staking, and a number of additional ways in which you can help your crypto go further. So the ways that we talked about before, crypto.com and Coinbase, that's going to be your starting point. It's just going to help you get in right after you close this video. Right after you take off your goggles, you can go to Coinbase and you can start getting involved in crypto. But when you're really ready to take it to that next level, you're going to want to take your money, your crypto, from Coinbase and put it into another platform, and we'll talk about that in another video.
All right, cool guys. So hopefully that's everything you need to know in 5 minutes about crypto to get you started. And thanks to Tre for coming out today.
Yeah, my pleasure.
He knows a lot, and he's getting us going. So yeah, and glad you guys are chilling with us in virtual reality here. So
yeah.
All right, peace.
Peace.